Hello everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of Crafty Beer Reviews. Today is my 50th review, and I just want to say thank you very much to everyone who has subscribed, commented, and watched my videos. It's been a lot of fun doing these so far, and I hope to do many, many more. To mark this occasion, I have a very special beer. This is Geek Brunch Weasel Calvados Barrel Edition. This is an Imperial Stout brewed by Mikkeller. And there are two things that make this beer really, really unique. The first is the type of coffee that's used in this beer. There's a Vietnamese weasel-like animal called the civet cat, and the civet cat eats coffee berries. For lack of a better way of putting this, it then craps out the coffee beans, and those coffee beans are used to make some of the world's most expensive and highly regarded coffees. If that wasn't enough, this beer is then aged in Calvados barrels, and Calvados is an apple brandy, so should be pretty interesting. Let's go ahead and crack into this. Since this is an Imperial Stout, you want to serve it at about... Oh wow, sorry, that just... I can smell it from here. You want to serve this at about 55 degrees, and this is 10.9% ABV, so pretty typical for an Imperial Stout. And I've actually been sitting on this bottle for about 7-8 months now, so it's not fresh, but I heard the alcohol was a little off-putting if you drank it too fresh. So, alright. As you can see, that is pitch black. You can't see any light through there. About roughly half a finger of mocha tan head, dissipating pretty quickly, but the high ABV, you know, it's to be expected. Let's go ahead and take our first sniff. Okay, so right away I get a lot of coffee, some dark chocolate in there. Definitely roasted malts. Smells like a little bit of a kind of creamy sweetness in there as well. And you can actually get a decent amount of an apple type smell in there. Very fruity. It kind of brightens up an otherwise what's usually a very dark beer. Yeah, it smells really tasty. Let's go ahead and take our first sip. Oh, wow. So, as you might expect, this is full-bodied, really rich, creamy, very smooth. I couldn't really get any smell of alcohol, and I couldn't really taste any alcohol, but there is a definite burn going down. At almost 11%, it's not surprising, and it's not bad, but it definitely lets you know the alcohol is there. Right up front, there's a lot of dark coffee, bitterness, there's chocolate, a good amount of burnt roasted malts in there, like really, really like almost blackened. There's a very good amount of the apple, right kind of mid-palate, and then it lingers with the aftertaste a bit. And right in the middle there, it kind of brightens the beer up, you know, more so than you would expect from an Imperial Stout. A lot of woody oak notes in there as well that are really tasty. And I get very, very subtle hint of vanilla, some caramel, and toffee notes in there. It's definitely not a sweet beer, but there are the sweeter characteristics in here. Yeah, wow. This is definitely a sipper. Like I said, definite amount of warming. You can feel it going down. But the coffee, the dark chocolate just really complements each other with like those roasted, almost burnt malt notes. The apple taste right in the middle there, like I said, serves to kind of brighten it up. and it plays really, really well with some of the caramel and toffee notes that are in here to kind of sweeten it up. For a rating, I'm going to go with a... this is kind of difficult, to be honest with you, because I really like this beer, but the price tag and the size of the bottle is kind of throwing me off. For a rating, I'm going to go with a 4.5. It's a great tasting beer, really interesting. I've never had anything aged in, Calvados barrels before, so very unique. Definitely never had Civet Cat coffee before. I think a little probably too expensive for me. But yeah, this bottle, it's 8.5 ounces, and it was $14. Not the most expensive I've heard of this beer being, but the size and the price definitely lower the rating a bit more than I would give it otherwise. Price is always a factor in my rating. But, that being said, I think this is a good beer to try once. If the bottle was bigger or if the price was a little bit less, I would definitely pick this up a lot more often. However, this is probably a one and done. If someone, has it, I'll definitely drink it again, but I won't buy it again. The dark roasted chocolate, coffee, malt will work really well. I love the apple flavor in there. Really wasn't expecting to get too much, but you really do. And the sweeter notes of caramel and toffee just blend perfectly. It's decently bitter, rich, creamy, smooth. Really no complaints with the beer. And even though there's a slight warming effect, it fits with the beer very, very nicely. Like I said, the only thing is the bottle size and the price. But I would say definitely pick this up if you get the chance. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching this 50th review. I'm going to get back to enjoying this beer. And if you want, leave me a comment. If you've had this beer, if you want to see me review a particular beer, whatever. I just love talking beer. So, yeah, I'm going to get back to enjoying this. And I hope whatever you guys are doing involves good craft beer. See ya.